Hey, I've been going through a massive healing journey, and I thought, let me just open up. Let me just be for real. Let me just be so open and honest. Okay, so honestly, it's been these past few years. Actually, it could have been 5 years and above, like for real. Okay, it's been a good long while, and it's a shadow work, obviously. Shadow work, diving into my darker self, understanding all aspects of myself. An emotional healing journey, needed to release a lot. There's still releasings happening, and as we should all be mindful of how we need to grow in this journey. We need to grow. We need to always continue to do better, try to do better, you know. So that's me. I want to continue to try to do better and grow and be an even better version of myself. Always. I am always still learning, you know. And that includes about myself, because over these past few years, I let some people go. Some big people who have been in my life for a long, long time. Let them go from my life. I don't need unnecessary baggage in my life. Thank you for the fond memories, but no more am I going to be mistreated. Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed. Okay. So that moved me into a mourning process. I mourned those connections, even though I knew that it was better for me in the longer run to just not have those people in my life. But I had to release, because it was outdated and I was holding on to the old. There was a lot of holding on to the old. And that sent me into a deep healing journey. You know how like a death might send you into a spiritual awakening? Well, this was the death of a relationship. This was the death of an end of a phase, an end of an era, babies. It was like a death. It was transformation. But it was like the death card in the tarot, for example. It's basically transformation. It's new beginnings, honestly, but the new beginnings have to begin with endings, you know. So that sent me into a mourning phase, and I did a lot of shadow work. I looked deep into myself and realized that I had to fix me. I had to put me first. And you know what? That was the hardest decision I ever decided I had to make, I think, or at least part of a part of the hard decision that I had to make, you know, which honestly, it wasn't a decision necessarily. It was just I decided to be completely here for myself, and that was foreign. That was a hard thing to do. It wasn't a hard decision. It was just a hard thing to put into practice. But I had sought out a therapist, and that was the best decision I ever made in my life. I'll tell you what, I wish I would have done it years and years and years sooner. And I looked deep into me, raw, like all aspects of me, the good, the bad, the ugly, the everything. And that was hard. That was very hard. There was a lot of nights spent crying my eyes out. There was a lot of nights being mad at myself for allowing myself to go through unnecessary things, for allowing myself to be mistreated, for allowing myself to have connections in my life that I knew were bad, yet I still kept them around. Yes, it was very hard. And there was a lot of bad moments. But all of those moments were very needed, because it led me into a place where I could truly flourish. A phoenix rising from its ashes needs to burst into flames first. Yeah, I finally feel like I'm the phoenix rising from the ashes, but there was a good long while where I was engulfed in flames, you know, those metaphorical phoenix flames, like engulfed in flames of like, what the hell is going on? Oh my gosh, this is a lot. Yeah, so then as it happens, you let things go and they are replaced with new. So it was replaced with new people in my life. new friends, new love, new love for myself, you know? Realizing that connections can be amazing, and it doesn't have to be any different type of way that it was before. Doesn't have to be like any different type of way than how I love, you know? 'Cause I have a lot of love to give. A lot of love to give. I deserve to have people in my life who have a lot of love to give and are willing to give that love and are willing to do the work in order to reciprocate, you know, and be just truly soul connected with themselves. So that way we could be soul connected with one another, you know? And that was a big thing. I had made some lists for myself, and this was a part of a spiritual journey, a spiritual practice that I did. And I had wrote down everything that I wanted in my ideal relationships, friendships too. That's what I meant, you know, relationships in general. Not who, but the type of people I desired to be in my life. It was like this. If you are unaware of what manifestation is, it was kind of like I wrote down my wish list, you know. I got very specific, not too specific, but I got specific, you know, like reciprocation. I wanted somebody who, you know, people who would be able to hold a spiritual conversation and hold their spiritual weight in that conversation, you know, people who were open to weird topics, because I'm a weird individual who like weird topics, you know what I mean? I wanted people who is into nature, so that, you know, mutual interests. Those are just some examples. And, you know, it took some time, but I had experienced new connections, which prompted me to learn new things about myself too, you know, my spirituality, transitioning always, my psychic abilities, intuitive gifts, flourishing. You know, of course, there's ups and downs in this journey, but in general, it's been uphill, or not uphill, but, you know, like a graph, like it's been up, on the up, you know, and that's good. That's what I want, but it's not been easy. I'm doing a lot of hard work in order to make it be that way, you know. So one person who I met had watched me from my YouTube channel. Honestly, I'm so for real. This was, and I learned so much about what love can actually be from this relationship. And I'm so grateful to have met this individual. But that's one reason why every time I went to go delete my YouTube channel, I was like, I can't. Because, like, you know, when you say you want to attract your soul tribe, and then your soul tribe comes in, or at least the, you know, a few key players in that soul tribe comes in, you know, and one of those had from here. I privated a lot of videos, all of my old videos, pretty much. I privated a good amount of them. And that's just because, you know, old energy. I was old. I had, you know, if you've been a part of this channel for a while, if you recognize my face from doing YouTube, I had did a whole name change. It's new. I was known as Secret May. AnunnaMelody, baby. AnunnaMelody. Okay? So don't be afraid to restart. Don't think that you're too old, or don't think that it's too late. Never. It's never too late to dive deep into your shadow work, or to dive deep into self-discovery. It's never too late to restart in a relationship. It's never too late to start a new path. It's never too late for new beginnings, my love. It's never too late. I just want you to know that. And even though in those moments of shadow work, it's hard. It's hard. You gotta face the demon of your inner demon, which is like your shadow self. You gotta face it. You gotta look at it dead on. Like, I'm not afraid of you. I'm gonna look at you. I'm not gonna hide from you. I'm gonna do this. You could do it. Because so for real, if I could do it, literally you can do it. Okay, there's nothing special about this. Like, seriously, if I could do it, you can do it too. So if there is outdated old connections in your life and you're holding on to people who you know are not good in your life, get rid of them. They are not worthy of your time. If you're holding on to old jobs because you feel like, because you feel like that's all I've ever did, so that's all I'm ever going to be good at, but you really are craving something different, baby, go after it. Because if you're not going to live for you, I can guarantee you nobody else is going to live for you. You have to live for you. You literally are the only one who could do so. And as I have journeyed in my spiritual awakening and shadow work, the spiritual awakening journey is always ever ongoing because there's always more to learn. I'm sorry, my cat, if you hear a noise in the background, it's my cat scratching at the door. Hold on. He wanted to be let out. Okay, if you would see him in the back. So, like, literally, though, my message here is that if I could do it, you can do it. I've also lost weight. I still have some to go, obviously. I have rollies and stuff, but, like, I got the loose skin, and I've lost about 100 pounds. I still got some to go. It's been a lot. But, like, if I can do it, you can do it. And that's part of what my messages are now. It's about spiritual topics. Yes, it will always be about spiritual topics. About channelings. Yes, it will always be. But it's also about empowerment. And letting you know that you are beautiful right now. You are worthy of love right now. And sometimes, in order to truly love yourself, you got to put yourself through hell. You got to put yourself through hell because you know that's the pathway that is most needed. And that's honestly one of the biggest reasons why people will avoid therapy, for example. They'll avoid the shadow work because you got to put yourself through hell. But on the other end of that, it's a brand new existence, my love. Let me know in the comment section. Have you been on a shadow work journey? How did yours go? Has there been anything that you've been through in the past few years or whatever that was extremely huge, like a decision you made in your life to, like, do something different or whatever? But it was huge, but it was also scary because you knew it was going to put you through hell, but you knew it was also going to be the most amazing thing for you. Let me know in the comment section. I'm so curious. If you have not already, please subscribe. I would so love to have you here. I am also available on TikTok and Lemon8 and Instagram and, like, all the things, okay? Facebook. Go check me out, my loves. And please know that if you have been here watching my face this entire video, I want to say thank you and I want to give you a big smooch. And if you have been subscribed for a while, here's another smooch for you. This is me giving you that smooch. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next video.